Welcome to another episode of the Oxygen Not Included series. And look who's gotten past 2 manual airlocks. Guess we're going to be increasing the amount of meat we got. So we'll go ahead and attack that guy. We're not close enough to being able to wrangle him. So it looks like he was actually attacking Natsu there. So all those times where they weren't getting hit, it was just because they couldn't reach. That's what they get for attacking him so close. But yes, now we'll be able to make ourselves some of the barbecue, which will be good. After that bread, I'm going to cancel that. I don't know how much we have in the way of pepper nut. We may have to see if we can find some to collect. Doesn't look like it's too promising with all of these Drecos around eating it all. But maybe. Man, it's gotten in here too. Oh, we need to get this snow. We dig that up. There we go. So we're making some progress on this. Fortunately, all this chlorine's getting up in here. And we have some suffocation problems, but he's about to get some air, so we'll be good there. Oh no! Look, there's a little tiny bufflet. And it's a prince one, so that's one of the unique types. So that's cool. That was quite the sound, little one. There is some pepper nut over here. Question is, how could we get in there without a whole lot of chlorine? That is the question. So there's plenty of chlorine here, and down in here there'll be the leech stone that'll make even more chlorine. There's quite a bit of pepper nut and stuff over in these two little pockets, and bonus, there's no Drecos. Hello, little fishy. Oh, there's a little tiny fish egg. Do you see his little eyeball? Swimming around his little egg. He's so cute. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and another little baby. Oh, tiny. Hey, we're not having too much of a problem with food. That's super exciting. I actually got a lot of calories. I guess it's from... I'm not sure what it's from necessarily. But I'm okay with that. I was worried after we added Natsu that we'd be at a problem. Why is Natsu or whoever, are we out of dirt? Agriculture, no. No, we're not out of dirt. What is happening? Why is this? We need food. Please start putting dirt in. Who should be doing that? Priority is at 8. And we have a farmer who's Natsu, and he's got that. Is that something that a supplier should be doing? Because we have one of them too. I'm not sure why we're not getting this done. Let's put this up to 9 for right now. And I'm gonna see what's taking so long. Ah, so it's something that Chance needs to be doing to deliver this dirt. It's not necessarily something the farmer does. Okay. Interesting. I went into the priorities and I've turned some stuff down. I think I had cooking on a pretty high one. I've returned that to normal, except for Syri. Just because there's a lot of times where somebody who isn't a cook is taking over, and I think there's probably some kind of bonuses for having a high cooking skill, like maybe it goes faster or it's better quality, or you know, that kind of idea. So I'd rather her cooking. I also turned down the priority of operating down to just a high priority on the operating for anyone who has a task. So people who don't have jobs are going to be more likely to be running the generators than those who do have jobs, but if there's nothing for them to do in their job, they'll prefer to go and do the operation. So we'll see if that helps a little bit. it's just been kind of annoying seeing, you know, somebody who has a very low cooking skill cooking and then having my chef running the generator, you know? It's getting done, but maybe not as efficiently as it should. It's interesting, there's a lot of jobs that I have as a pretty decent priority over here. And they're still preferring to come and do stuff over here. And I tried turning on the proximity, which means that it tells your duplicates to always choose the closest high priority errand to perform. When disabled, they'll choose, when they have to choose between two high priorities, they'll choose by a hidden hierarchy of priorities, which I'm pretty sure is just this order. Combat being first, storage being last. But I thought that by doing that, when they would wake up, they'd want to do stuff around the base, because that would be the closest high priority stuff there is. But they're still really wanting to work over here and suffocate a bunch, so not sure what that's about. Really would like this to start getting done because it's the new power source. So hopefully that gets done soon. Alright, so gone ahead and made it so they can't go up into this area, which is unfortunate because I'd really like them to get that Wheezewort, but they're doing their best to ignore that order. So if I was going to cancel it here, so nobody could go over here at all, but I do think that there's going to be some supplies that they need over here from the storage, so I'm allowing them into the storage, but that's about it. So that they're kind of forced to concentrate over here. We'll see how that goes. Once I have some more of the automation learned, what I'm going to do is have a system here where for a certain amount of time during a day, just like one time chunk, it'll pump oxygen into this area. Just because I don't want it constantly putting oxygen over here. I'd rather it be going over here, but if I could allow that area to have a little bit of oxygen for part of the day, it'd be enough for while they're working over here to pop out, be able to breathe, go back in without it being kind of a waste of oxygen, if that makes sense. But again, I need to do the research for that, and we're already struggling with power, but maybe with everyone stuck within this little area, we can get some stuff done. Alright, so we're going to be putting Hopper up onto standard miner for a little bit, just because we have a little corner of abyssalite here that needs to be dug up, which will be good because it'll just go up into these tiles. The reason these tiles are set to be converted into abyssalite is because of the ability to protect the heat from transferring. This is going to become a very, very toasty room, burning all of that coal. And if we can keep that from entering the base, that'd be good. So I want to be using up this abyssalite, turning this into abyssalite to prevent that. I am thinking about maybe making a water lock system over here, so that they can be going over and like digging up some of this abyssalite and some of this. I'm not sure yet. It's kind of a pain, especially now that they have that animation once they get their feet wet that they gotta kick off all that water. But the way a water lock would work would be there'd be the blocks and then there'd be a dip with water in it and then more blocks, so that there would be no way for the air to transfer between the two sides. Because as you can see here, even though there's a low level of water right here, it takes up technically this whole block. Just by the nature of the game, this block is polluted water, even if there's nothing there. And so even if we get a little layer of water that they have to go through, it's only like one block high, it'll technically be a full block of water, not allowing any air to transfer between the two sides. It's kind of a much simpler version of this, kind of. That was just about a really bad move there, Bowser. He was deconstructing that particular ladder that he was standing on If he'd fallen down here, we'd been in a lot of trouble. There would have been no way to get him out very quickly. And there's no oxygen down there, so... Glad I was paying enough attention to catch that. Things have been going quite well since we've locked them off of exploring too far that direction. So that's been good. Food's been... eh. But no one's been starving, and all of this has been getting done. I just switched Bowser back to... No, you're Builder. I switched Chance? Hopper. Switched Hopper back to the standard mining. Just because he had gotten what he needed to done over here, and it makes him very unhappy. He expects way too much when he's that miner. So, luckily, oh my god, are these being made out of something dumb again? Fine, I'm not gonna change it. They've already delivered it. It's really, really annoying. that again, it continues to change what I want it built out of. But yes. Now we've got this guy. It's set to only take coal and at a high priority, so that'll be good because that's all this room's going to be for, is using that coal. And that'll start pulling it out of here. I went ahead and changed this out of sweep only because it was empty, but I didn't want to do the thing where I dump the dirt on the floor and then have them sweep it. So I locked the door where they could potentially get the polluted dirt, or the germy dirt. So we'll open that up again, so if this needs flipped, they can. But yeah, then they weren't going to be able to deliver that nasty dirt here. So it'll be good. I'm a little concerned with how he just built that, when he starts changing these, it'll let the pee through. That will be kind of annoying. Alright, so the next step, because I do not want this running all of the time, the next step we're going to want to do is go ahead and go into refinement, get research, root force. Okay, so that's not going to take us a whole lot of research. Hopefully we can get that done pretty quickly. We need some refined materials so we can use the automation. Right now the only thing I have is the Atmos sensor, so you can sense how thin the air is here and it'll kick off if it's too thin. What I'd really rather have is the timer, but again, that's one of those we're going to need a bit more research for, because that's right here. I've been avoiding research as much as possible, but hopefully we can get that done soon. Once we have this running, power will be a little bit less of a problem, so we might be able to get some more research done. But yeah, this is... it's going to be causing the water to be used a lot more too, because it's going to be constantly pulling from the clean and pumping out the polluted water. So yeah, this guy's going to start using up or creating a power shortage pretty quickly. I kind of probably should have built that second to the coal, but hopefully they get around to this soon. That's on a priority 8. The door's been done. Alright, yeah. So I think Bowser's coming over. We're gonna get this built up. Yay! So we got this running. Let's go ahead and get that up to a high priority. Guess a battery wouldn't be a bad idea. Power. Good sized battery. Put that maybe over here. Get ourselves a wire as well. Hook that up. Unpermitted food. Hopefully that can take care of soon. Alright, so we got ourselves this guy running, which is super exciting. That'll start giving us some more power, so they hopefully can stop running on the generator quite as often. I like that it looks kind of like an accordion. But my next goal is definitely going to be getting that rock crusher done. Let's go ahead into the... Oh, we don't have a researcher. Okay, so jobs. Who is our researcher? Pretty sure it's Chance, but he's the gopher right now. Stinky could be the researcher, but let's go with Chance for now. Get that going so that he can do research, because I'm pretty sure research been set to normal, except for Chance, yeah. I don't want too many people doing the research, because then we'll have both the supercomputer and the research station going all at once, but we don't want that. Yay, Chance is happy to be back to his normal job. Yeah, hopefully we'll get that rock crusher soon. Though it does seem to be that there's kind of a natural stopping of this, just because it's kind of becoming a void in here. It's not a whole lot of air pressure. So yeah, it's creating a little bit of a vacuum around itself. So it's naturally regulating, but would like it if I was a little more in control of that, especially because they're holding this door open right now and it's just going to continue to allow more in. So we've got a battery. That'll be good. Oh, and it's actually filling up too. And this one's full. Wow, look at that. Power. Who knew that'd be useful? We're actually producing enough now that I need, I think, another battery. Not complaining. Let's go ahead and give him that. And they'll only have to interact with that on occasion just to put the coal in, and otherwise it's going to be burning on its own. I'm so excited. I should have done that so long ago. Let's go ahead and open this door and let that hatch out. See, he was a derp and got himself stuck. Alright, and we got some extra storages over here, which I want for kind of picking up the mess that we have all around the base, so that when it goes to transferring it up into here, it'll be much easier for them to do so. Well, on that note, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We're going to be making another battery, which will be good. Because now we just have too much power. I wonder if there's a way to battery recharge. So maybe if we set it down to like 20, it won't run? If these are to... Or like it'll turn off once it's full. I'm not sure. Yeah, we've got power, so that's exciting. Food's going well-ish. And I have some pretty good plans in place. They'll probably start pulling the materials from these and putting them in here just because these have a higher priority, which I'd actually prefer. I'd like to get the job board down into this area so that we could have a door if we wanted. I know, strange concept. Yeah, I'm super excited it's going a little better. I guess I was just trying to extend too far. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.